Scott, is Bryant still in it? Bryant. He's out. Steve's playing now. Is there anything else close to the finals? Well, they're all getting close, right? But no, okay, never mind. Yeah, those other boards are like huge. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. They're a little excited. They knew they were going to be on this table. So they're just practicing their leg. This one's for real. This one's for real.
Looks like LJ will take the lag.
It was. That was not an official lag before, so now it is.
How's that work?
That's the score
Oh, okay.
online. Wait,
Sean. Sean, has he used it?
yeah, Sean's gonna do the paper score,
Okay.
and then he can just
Punch.
update every rack.
All right.
We'll do that.
Sean, you know how to do that too?
You can
Yeah.
just do it every rack if you want,
All right.
unless you know,
Okay.
unless they
Or
want real
I'll
time.
do it. I can do it. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to start off nice and slow with a dry break. Paul's got a bank shot on offer here, and I think he will shoot at it. LJ, I think he hit 2 or 3 in the last match. Really kept the guy in his chair. His break was really working. See
Who
if
did
he
he
can
play
get.
last match?
He played that guy DJ Kinney. Kinney.
DJ? Oh, DJ, yeah.
And Paul's break was also working against Nyan, so both these
Oh,
guys gonna
yeah.
open up with some power. Paul
I
does
mean,
elect to go safe, and he gets him hooked really nicely there.
yeah.
That's very smart because if he banks that, he might not be getting good on the 2 ball. So actually, I think I actually like commentating on the 9 ball a little bit better because 8 ball, there's so many different things that can, choices you can make, the different ways you play safe. 9 ball, there's the table really tells you what to do a little bit
Right.
more.
It's pretty much you're playing safe on the same ball, right?
Yeah.
So it's either you get good on it or you play safe on that same ball.
Exactly. Very simple strategy when
Yeah.
it comes to it. Just, I mean, if it's there, you run it. If it's not there, you play the safe and lock them up. But
Yeah.
the safeties and the moves you make in 9 ball are not the same as 8 ball. 8 ball, there's more, tying balls up and locking somebody up on their own ball, or covering a pocket. You don't do that in 9 ball.
I mean, with these guys too, you got to play lockdown safeties like that, like Paul did,
Oh yeah.
because now he's gonna be out. He should be out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if you look, it's kind of what we call a circle drill, where every shot, if he just brings the cue ball back to the center of the table, and as long as it's in that circle, he has the angle to get to the next ball. So here he's going to play this with a little high inside. He's going to go off 2 rails back and just kind of get the cue ball back to where the 4 ball is now.
Yeah.
And see, now he's looking at every ball right now. You see. And
Is
then
he straight
yeah,
here?
this is a good circle
Oh,
drill
no.
actually for
He
him.
can draw
He
that.
should have no problem.
A little
He'll
low
draw
right.
it.
A little low right here. Ooh, that was a lot of low right.
Yeah, he got into it just quite a bit too much there, but I think he might have thought he needed to cut it a little, but he didn't need to. So
Yeah.
he's got a touchy shot. It's going to go around the backside of the 9 here. Just a little high ball. No spin needed. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, he was concentrating more on getting that cue ball.
Oh, he might have got
What a roll.
lucky.
Yeah, he's concentrating more on moving that cue ball and not the pot, and so he did overshoot it, but he did get the roll. So
Yeah.
thank you. You guys got any Parmesan? Yeah, Parmesan.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Parmesan?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Thanks. Pizza's here, delivery. Sean, I was gonna say you could just update it every rack. Looks like Erin Shulman has just defeated Ray. I think she'll find herself into the finals. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is that what's going on
Yeah,
over there?
she was ahead by quite a bit when Sean checked. So
Might be trying to figure out the score over there.
they're just putting the final touches on it. Yeah, they got a lot more to add, you know, than like 8-ball. You got to double check all the rows.
LJ hit it, but
Thank you.
unfortunately left Paul probably the out again.
Sorry about that. So LJ should be.
Shut down while you leave? That's okay. Good?
Oh, I'm good. I'll be good.
Okay.
Nice and smooth. Couple tap-ins for Paul. Finish off what he started here. He'll take a 10-0 lead on the first rack. Now we'll get to see Paul's break. He's been working on this break over there against Nyan, and he sat Nyan down for quite a few racks. So this table breaks a little different, though. I had the same problem. I had this in the fall. Whenever I moved over to this table, like the same break that I broken in for, like in one match, in another table, the same break just wasn't working. Like, so you've got to be able to adjust to the table. We talked about that yesterday. Like, if your break's not, the wing ball's not going, the one ball's not going, whatever ball you're targeting, you've got to adjust. Yeah, maybe switch sides, maybe go a little closer to center, maybe add some spin, but just keep the cue ball under control. Nice square hit on the one ball. Now you see immediately Paul's switch. He is on the opposite side. They're both right-handers.
Oh, did he switch sides?
Well, Paul didn't switch. He just chose the opposite side as LJ. And you see there, he makes the wing ball in the side, and then he makes the one ball crosses as well, and he makes another random ball. Unfortunately, I don't think he has a sight on the 2-ball.
I think he does.
I think he can hit it. I don't think he can make it.
Really? It's close, but I think he can.
He's down like he can make it, though. Good show, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's got plenty of
Let's see
room.
how
Never
good
mind.
his
Never
eyes
mind.
are.
He's got plenty of room.
Oh yeah.
Used the 7-ball to hold it. Notice just because it was far away, he didn't like let his whole cue go. It was a very controlled shot there. Little top spin, come off the rail and back out. Oh gosh, he did it again. Yeah.
Wow.
And I think he's left
That
him.
was another unfortunate miss,
The 4-8 is
also
not
a
wired.
decent lead.
It might carry him in off the 7-ball, but I think LJ here is going to go for a safe. A good safe here is to try to hit the 4-ball really thin and
On
leave
the right
him
side of it?
on the right side and leave him behind the 7-ball.
Okay.
So that's a good little soft little shot to do.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking at there. So he's looking at the angle that they're set at and see where the balls are going to split if he makes contact with it.
So he can just
And he's
put the
seeing if it might carry him in. If it's like dead, if it's a dead carry him the 4 into the corner pocket, he's going to try to shoot that. If it's not, he's going to play safe.
Yeah, he's probably better off just hiding it, like hitting the rail, hiding behind the 7. Yeah.
See what he does.
Oh.
No, he was going.
Oh,
He
wow.
cut it. He cut it in. He tried to cut it in straight. He undercut the 4-ball, but he ended up making the carom shot on the 7.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
He saw it.
Fortunate roll there. Okay. The short side of the 6. So choose your pocket well. Good shot.
That was. So these two are both, Paul, so they're both going to the 8-ball
Yep.
championships. And only one of them is going to go to the 9-ball, obviously. It's
That's
going to
right.
be one of them.
Yep.
Because this is their last chance
Yep.
to get in. Paul won the 8-ball regional in the fall.
Yep.
And LJ won yesterday.
Mhm.
So here they are. both trying to get in the 9-ball as well. That event is going to be at the end of April.
Yeah, I didn't play Paul. I played Nyan in the 8-ball regionals, and he took me out. And then I played Nyan twice actually in the 9-ball regionals. I don't think LJ was in that one. Neither was Paul, I don't think.
Are you in the 9-ball?
No, I won that one.
Yeah.
That's the one
So
I
you're
won.
going to the 9-ball.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You
in
wanted to do the 8-ball.
Yeah, of course I wanted to win that one too.
Right.
LJ came back, got his revenge, and got me
Yeah.
on that one. So
Yeah.
um,
But that's cool. So you're going to
Yeah.
the 9-ball.
yeah, it's everyone feels like it's a coin flip between the four of us. Like who's gonna go? Like whenever one of us wins, everyone's like, of course. Like so. But this is a good high-powered final here.
Yeah.
So immediately, something you see that? You see what LJ just did? He switched to Paul's side, but he liked the way that Paul's break looked, so he switched over to Paul's side and tried the same break, and he got that ball down. So
Yes, he did. I mean, he didn't make as many balls as Paul did, but he's all right here. So, what do you think of this? Playing these, the four of you playing in this type of format where it's almost like straight pool. You gotta, you want to make your balls instead of making the 9. You gotta get your points. Do you find, it's a little bit of different strategy to try to, run out rather than just make the 9?
Well, it's honestly, I prefer this format over the 8-ball one because of that reason. That's why they adjusted it, from being a single point game, single point match, in the team section to now worth 3 points for an 8-ball match because they want to give you credit for playing somewhat decent. You don't win for what you win.
That actually helps the low-rated players too for 8-ball because now, if they never make the 8-ball, they're not going to get any points ever. But if they could at least get one game, they're going to get 1 point. The low rates, if they can get a game. But here, this is better for low rates because, at least they're going to make points for their team just by making balls.
Yeah, and it increases the value of control of the rack. Whereas, if you're controlling the rack well, you play a couple balls, you play safe, you make a couple balls, you're getting credit along the way. 8-ball, you can play 5 safeties, back and forth, control the rack perfectly. You make one mistake, another person makes an 8-ball, you lose. You don't get it. Nobody sees. That's not recorded. How well you played.
Right.
This one it is.
Right.
And then your opponent, they can punish hard, especially if they got a good break in 9-ball. You sell it to 9, then they can break the run a couple. But the emphasis is they still have some work to do.
Yeah.
Your effort is not wasted.
That's where I think the 9-ball skill levels are a little bit more accurate because you can gauge and score their averages more on how many balls they make per turn rather than just innings per game, which is 8-ball. This is a little more accurate.
Sorry to kind of mention that one. He's used a mirror method for kicking to see that the exact angle is blocked, or the natural angle is blocked. So what he did was he had to kick short before the 5, and he opened the angle up on left-hand side.
Yep. So speaking of this, I don't know if you know about the clinic that Brandy is setting up at the break room. Are you doing it?
Yeah, she asked me about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be available.
Okay.
I might be moving during that time, so we'll see.
Okay. So one of the clinics that they're going to do, so they're going to have 4 different things where they're going to do one that's just about breaking stuff out and that kind of stuff. But one of the drills or one of the workshops or whatever you want to call it is on banking and kicking. So it's going to be a lot of that mirroring and really understanding the angles and how the cue ball reacts when you hit the rail. So that'll be good. That's a good one. I like that one. I
And now, what's interesting about that too is Paul used a pretty um, it's a very simple system, that mirror
Elementary.
system that he used.
Elementary, right?
That's the right word. But even at the higher levels, it is still useful.
It is.
That's a fundamental of
It
gaming.
is.
He does it just to. He can do it without doing that. He can kick at it without doing that system and probably get pretty close to full hitting. But he does that just to like it's a final. You know what I mean? It's not.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh.
kind of flailed at that. Probably did not. Yeah, he did
No.
not hit the floor first. I
No.
didn't think so, but he was
Yeah,
trying to
he hit
kick
that
at
one
it,
first.
and it kind of ricocheted off the time off. He's just being honest with himself that he knew it was a foul. So
It was a bit of a flail.
yeah. But I mean, when you're in that, and it's funny because when I was in this situation yesterday, I should have done that against Eldry. Like when I was in such a bad position and I couldn't make anything, and I knew if I missed, he would have run out. I was like, I probably should just flail at this and hope for some luck because it you could get lucky, and even at our high level, like when you fluke in that night a hole or something, it keeps you at the table. So you won't see them do that very often. If like maybe once every 5 matches, you won't see them do that because they keep the cue ball on the string most of the time. But when you're in a bad position like that, I mean, why not go for something?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what do we got, Sean? Sean Allers is helping us out here, keeping
Multitasking.
score. He's actually doing the paper score and the electronic score.
I'm trying to catch a hit.
He's got it going on over there. So, and I got Josh Watson here with his knowledge, helping me with the commentating
Is that
here.
the final right next to them as well?
This is fun. I don't know. I don't know if that is, but I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check. Because
But she lost. She had to play right then. Now.
Yeah, I was trying to stagger the finals a little bit so that we can have
Semifinal.
a lot of them on the stream. So I'm gonna see what's going on. I'll be back.
Okay.
So it's not the finals yet.
the sound coming through. You hear me eating pizza? Okay, cool. It's tough sometimes playing your friends. You know, these guys are on multiple teams together, known each other for 15 years or so is what they say. And can be tough playing your friends. You lose that killer instinct. But these guys, they want each other to win, but they want to win themselves just as much or more, I think. So keeping that left side a little above center, nice square pop. And see, he changed, he cut it a little bit more, and that lent itself to making that one ball up table. And this time he's made 3 balls, and he's got a sight at the 2 ball. This 2 ball, he's got to strike well though.
I have to sit next to you because you're talking very quietly.
Sorry,
That's okay.
last time I was like talking way too loud. I also can't hear you because my one good ear is in the thing.
So that's why I'm like right here.
It's okay.
Hi.
I got my mic. That's a little echoey. I
Yeah.
was trying to listen to it a little bit, and so I have to talk right into this one.
Shot that ball, held it nicely off the rail. It's very hard to shoot those ones down the rail, that soft speed, and keep it on the line. Now he's going to do the same kind of shot where he's going to shoot the 3 all the way down, and you're going to see the cue ball come back and forth, and it's going to land right about at the middle of the table. Oh, he went for the bank safe. Interesting.
But he hit that 4, which he probably didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And he left.
I'm not sure about that one. And he's not either.
He likes cutting those. He likes cutting those balls.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't cut that.
Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with that. He's scratching his head right now, I think, because I don't think he feels he made the best decision. But Paul has a good shot there.
What's he gonna do here?
He
Draw
got
it
the
back or
double
go on his
kiss.
side?
He's drawing all the way back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then little bump off the rail is good. Now he's going to roll this forward. Try to get straight on the 8 ball and take that all the way down. If he were a little closer to the rail or a little further off, he'd punch it off 2 rails. In this case, he likes the simple game. You know, the less you got to move the cue ball, the better. So.
Oh, I feel like he's moving it. Look, he's going to use a little left.
Let's see what he does. He's unsure. He's unsure of how he wants to play it, which. It's easy to punch it off 2 rails and bring it back out to that same spot. That's exactly what he's looking at there. So he's looking at punching it off the 2nd rail so that he can just get a little bit closer to that 8 ball. That way he's not shooting off the rail. Because
he's got a lot of play on this. More angle than he.
There you go. So he came. Yep. Exactly. Straight in. Tap it in. A little bit of top. LJ will probably give him this one if he gets good on the 9 ball. LJ might feel it's in missable range, so he's just going to let him shoot it. A little high ball, just tap it to the rail. Control the cue ball. Don't let it go flying around loosely. All right. Paul cuts that deficit away, so they split that rack.
Let's see. Oh. Who do we got on the stream here? Tommy's watching us. Francie.
Tommy Woodland, tell him to get to work.
So, do we have the stream on my computer? What's my... Oh, it's still stuck.
It froze and I hit refresh and it just hasn't finished. But
But it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's the spinning. Fix it. I'm trying to check on. I think we're slowing down here. Look, I'm stuck here too.
There's the Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
We're bogging it down.
All will come up dry and He's hooked the 1 ball behind the 9 ball.
Oh, mine's going.
LJ has no choice here but to either play. He's got to kick at the 1 ball, and he's got to either do it with so much force that he caroms the 9 ball and it goes around and makes it, or I think what he's really going to do is just play a soft safety. He's going to tap into it at about a half ball and try to put the 1 ball on the other side of the 9 ball. Just like that. Perfect. So now, Paul, his only option here is to try to kick at it the same way that 1 ball just went around the 9. He's going to try to kick the cue ball that same way and hold the cue ball behind the 9 ball. So he's hitting a little low. It's kind of a kick and stick. And see, well, in fact, he did better. He kick and drew.
Yes.
When you're kicking so close to the rail and the ball, it still had the bottom spin to bring it backwards. So, very clever safety.
That was.
And you see that same angle that they just went back and forth. LJ can now kick that same direction. However, because the balls are now going to be in the open, he's got to rely on a little bit of luck here. He's going to aim it for the side pocket, which is what you kind of see how his cue is just lined up. That's what he's looking at. Coming off the second rail behind the 1 ball, little right spin, and he got pretty close. But you see how they're all in the open now. Like he was almost guaranteed to sell out if he didn't make that. So
yeah,
good safety exchange that Paul comes out on top of.
Yep.
And he's got a good chance to cut that deficit away a little more. The 1 ball is traveling away from the 2 ball, so he's going to have to go up and down the table now. Great job controlling that with a little right spin. He can do a similar shot, or he can just hold this. Okay, just holds it. That's okay. And I believe that's the 4 down here on the bottom right corner. So he's just going to tap this with a little high ball, go to the rail and out. A little left spin, bring it lower. That's fine too. But Paul tends to play this. He likes the softer shots. Me and Edge always tend to like the bigger shots to open our stroke more. Paul just likes that simpler game. So when he does some of those shots, it surprises me. But, okay, plays a little high ball, trying to land in between the 5 and the 8. Little light. Yeah, he hit that a little light. He didn't want to overrun it, but now he's either got a bank shot on the 5, or he can play safe and leave him behind the 8. I think he's taking that bank shot. Yep. Maybe a little 2-way. Oh, nope. Played the safe. Decided to leave him long, and I don't like that.
I don't love that save.
No. If you were gonna do that, I think you have to get into it more. He just didn't quite hit it hard enough.
Yeah, it was like kind of like he didn't quite decide what he wanted to do there. Maybe.
These guys are very fast shooters, really. They're very instinctual, but sometimes an extra second or 2 isn't gonna kill you. Ooh, and now LJ undercuts the ball, undercuts the ball, leaves it hanging, which is the worst way to miss, of course. But he does leave him on the rail, which means that Paul's gonna have to just choose the right angle to make sure to get the cue ball back over here. He's gonna have to take on that 6-9 combination.
Yep.
Yeah. Now he's taking that time that we talked about. He's just making sure that he comes off the second rail the correct speed.
Okay, wait. So is he gonna hit the right side of this spot, or he's gonna go off the rail first?
He can do either, but as long as he hits the right speed based off that. You see, that's exactly what I was talking about, where that's too soft. I think he just got there. Yeah, that was what he was worried about, is if he comes off the 3rd rail, like if he hits the rail first, like he did, is he hitting that high ball so full that it's going to kill the speed?
Yeah.
Any a little bit more full, and he would have been trapped. But he does it. I think he hit the 6 ball as much as he could. I think the 7 was blocking some of it.
It was.
And he just did the best he could with that.
So maybe it was better to hit that not rail first.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly what you said. Just catch it thin, let the cue ball roll. But that one's a little touchier because I don't know. Like the more rails, the better. Sometimes, just because it
Because you may
lends
get
itself
action on
to
the cue ball, right?
yeah.
But he didn't there. Because, that 5 ball was sitting too far away from the rail. I mean, the pocket.
LJ's got a couple tap-ins now. He played a good shot on that last one, that positional shot. A little low right. Make sure he draws it back to the center of the table for the 8 ball. A little tap-in for the 9 ball. And restores the lead for the rack, so he's still up 8 points. And a race to 75. Got a long way to go. Yes, Jacob, that is me.
Yes, Jacob. It is Josh Watson
Sean.
commentating here.
Sean. Sean.
He's very familiar with both of these players' games, so it's nice to know what these guys are thinking. And they're also, these two, they're teammates. They play on the same Masters team together, the Hurricanes.
Yep.
Great team. They're two of the best players in San Diego
they're
APA.
all right.
So they know each other, play each other all the time. I don't know really that they play each other that often. They're on the same 8-ball team. Having 2 7s on the same 8-ball team is pretty sweet. When you got these guys as anchors.
LJ does get that wing ball down, and we have a good chance to see our first break and run of the match. Oh, that was a chance. And now, how the turntables have turned. Yeah, there you go. That's how they say. But this is kind of rough because I can't see if the 1 passes that 4 ball for him to make the 1-9 combination. And
I think it's a big pocket where he can just make that 1 ball in the corner. That's easier than the combo.
yeah, I don't think it goes though. I think it goes the 4. So he might take the combo the 1-4, or he might look at the 1-2. Like he doesn't really have like a can't really quite see what he's looking
I think he can
at.
make it. Just in the side, even off the 9. Or in the corner. I think he...
No, it wasn't there. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just. Oh, what a great touch and what a great safety.
That was.
Yeah, all of those like that's what we would swing for a lot of times, but I don't think they were on enough for him to feel comfortable if they were on at all. So he made the wise choice there. He played a safe where LJ's got a kick, and even if he hits this 1, I don't think anything's going in any kind of lucky path for him. So another good safety by Paul. Kicking off at 2 rails. He's gonna kick off the back. He's gonna hit right by that second diamond. Oh,
And
he did get the
make the
fortune. I just said
5.
I didn't think there was anything lucky that could happen, but LJ's maybe the luckiest pool player in the world. I've said it before. I'll say it again. His luck does not have an expiration date. All right. Now he thins this 1 in. That does have a big pocket that you talked about earlier, where if he gets it short or long, that was always going. But he didn't need it. He cut it pure.
Yep.
And now he's gonna continue that run that he wanted to start after the break. Great save by Paul too. Like I thought he shielded him from everything, but the cue ball slipped off the 1 ball and went and tagged the 5 in. So okay. Now that was a great. He again a little fortune there, but even if it hung, he was going to be able to kick off the short rail.
He wanted it to go in.
Yeah.
Because
Right. He might have wanted it to hang there so he could just tap it in, but either way.
But he's behind the 7, so he's probably better off that it did go.
Yeah. Now he'll be taking this 4-9. And he's just double checking his angle, just making sure because the 9 ball's close to the foot rail here, so if he hits it full, it's not going in. It might double kiss out, but with his luck, I think it's going in.
So you're talking about just making the 4, not the combo.
Yeah. Oh. Interesting. I did not see the bank coming either. Going for exhibition shots now. Don't. So that's what I was talking about, where it's just slightly offset enough for them to not feel confident in it. So they change the shot selection,
Yeah.
even if it looks like, oh, obviously, that's what is it's the simplest thing it looks like. But if they're not confident in it, they make the right choice of going with something they're a little more confident in, which in that case was the bank shot. So,
Yeah, I think I would have probably liked the 4 off that 9, maybe.
yeah.
Because the combo obviously wasn't easy.
Which pocket you like here, the left or the right corner? Both lead you back out to the middle of the table for the 7 ball.
Yeah, I'd say, yep,
But,
I would say left.
yeah. Nice.
And there.
The reason he did that is because when it came off the rail, it was going directly into the line of the 7. So
the other way, he wouldn't have had a good leave on that 7.
Possibly. Might have got away from him or been on the wrong side. So he's playing the percentage angle there.
Just a more natural leave.
Yeah. So the one great thing about these guys too, they're not afraid to use the rails. A lot of times people, they're like, oh, let me just hit it softly, try to hold that in a certain spot.
Yeah.
Like they can see where it's going into the rail and how it's going to come off the rail as well.
So he's just going to have a better leave himself going off the rail for a natural shape. And that way, even if he overhits it, he's still going to have shape.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Having a laugh as they always do. Paul still has a 10 ball. He has a 1 rack of ball basically deficit. He's got to cut that somehow. He needs to have a good controlled break here in order to pull himself back even. He needs that. Because if they just keep going back and forth, LJ's going to win because he's in the lead right now. You need to establish, like, it's exactly what these guys are known to do. They'll sit you down for a couple of racks with the powerful break, but he's got to find it here.
There's a lot of game left, but we'll see if he can run some racks here. I'm going to see who's on the chat watching us here. We got John Smith. Hey, John. We got Brad watching us. Stuart. Derek. Jackie.
Your wife.
Paul's other half watching us. Hey, Jackie.
So Paul did switch back to his original side. Makes 2 balls, but he's still not quite getting the cue ball right where he wants, in the center of the table.
Yeah, that rolled up on him a little bit there.
He can make this 1 ball, though, rail first. That's what he's just double checking. He's looking where he needs to hit. That's what he's measuring right there. You see him using his fingers, measuring the space from where the 1 ball is off the rail, adding that to where he's hitting on the rail, and he's just going to move that with his mind. Yeah. And so now you're going to see him catch right about where that second diamond is, isn't it? Yep, you see that? And the cue ball, oh, geez, what a terrible roll.
That was unfortunate.
I think he hit that one a little hard because he didn't give it enough time for the right spin to take off that second rail, or off the first rail. So when you hit it hard, it kind of just stunned over there into the side, in the corner pocket. He hit it true, though. It was a really good shot. But now you see, just like in the first rack, when we saw that circle drill, you can see that same scenario coming back here, where like as long as you keep the cue ball in the center of the table, he will have a shot at any of the balls. And LJ's going to do just that, I think. I think all these balls are going to the corner pockets that they're closest to, and they're going to keep the cue ball right in the center of the table. Overstroked that one just a bit, so he tried to go back and forth, but even still, because he's in the center of the table, he has a shot. Kind of beauty of practicing a circle drill. And he has given Paul a little combo here. LJ with his antics. Such a character. He's a good character for the game, I think. You know, he's... All right. So the trick with this combo here He's got to control the cue ball with it. It almost looks like it's going into a scratch, right? So he's got to hit it with a high or low ball. He's got to do one of them, and that's exactly what he did. He tried to hold it with low.
Because it was a scratch shot.
Yeah, he tried to hold it with low, and that's what made the 5 ball jolt forward and undercut the 6 ball. I think playing it with a high ball lets it cut. Like I think that one lent
Yes.
itself to the
So
to
that
the
would,
combo a little bit
bounce
better.
off the short rail instead.
Yeah, that's okay. So they're gonna draw a little off that 5 ball, and he's got a routine out here. Little high cue ball on the 6. Let's go to the other side of the 8. He's back in line. Gonna draw off
Jackie's
this
saying
ball.
hi. Oh, Blake on the chat. Yo. Where you at? Are you in Texas?
And Paul's gonna get that one up as well. So now that has turned into a 14-point lead.
Oh, we got Clint watching us too. Hey, Clint.
Hey Blake, hey Clint. 15-point lead. Sorry, excuse me. Is there a dead ball somewhere? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I'm not a mathematician, but that's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, it's updated now. Sorry.
Yeah, this is delayed.
Oh, they're sticking with the left side brake. So you cross that rack a little bit. So that when you cross the rack like that, it kills all the power coming forward off the rack. So while he hit it pretty firm and it was a solid rack, the cue ball held those front balls in place as the other ones were moving around. So that's why he now has a cluster here.
Hey, Nyan. Nyan in the house. Oh, he just left. He's a little camera shy.
Nyan and
Little
Paul
microphone
struck a
shy.
blow against each other. Unfortunately, Paul got the last blow, and that saw him into the finals here. So Paul's gonna go for like a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a masse draw, kick the one away, and leave the cue ball behind that little the 7 and 2. That's what we saw him elevating, thinking about there, and I think he is gonna do it. So when you do this, you actually want to hit the cue ball from the angle you're at. You want to hit it just barely below center from the angle you're at, not from. So you don't want to think about it as a level ball anymore. So you see how the cue's on top of the cue ball, like he's not hitting low as we hit it, and you see the cue ball stays where it was. He could have done a little bit lower, but yeah, and I think he could. Yeah, he did give him a shot.
Like, get more
Yeah.
behind the 2 even.
Yeah, it's kind of, you're almost hitting it like a jump shot angle, the way you get it on there, and it still gets bottom spin, but it just reacts quickly, and it does more of like a punch effect. Kind of how you do that.
All right, so LG's going to make this ball, I'm sure. Well, I
He
don't know.
might
Can't
just
get
leave
to
him
the
safe
2,
because the
right?
2 balls up here
Right.
next to him, so
Right.
I think it's a good chance he just taps into it, leaves him behind the stack. Yeah,
Oh,
very
yeah.
good safety.
Just
Locked
sticking
him up.
it.
Yeah,
Sticking it.
he is. This is jail. There might be a 3 or 4 rail kick on the backside if he can maneuver the cue ball behind, like if he kicks off the
Right
side
here.
rail he's closest to,
We get chalkboard.
behind that 4 ball,
Over
and
here?
come around the 6
This
ball
way?
and 9 ball and back into the 9.
Wait,
Yeah,
this way
that's
and
kind of
this
his
way,
only.
or behind here?
Yeah, that's kind of his only angle. I think that looks natural. Anything else is some sort of trick shot. Unless he's gonna try.
Oh,
He
yeah,
could
here,
use.
because that ball, the 4,
So what he's looking at here is like going off the single rail and coming through that same gap that the
Here?
1 ball went through. Yeah, I think he's using. Yeah, he's trying to come back through the same gap. Yeah, there was.
It was too
No, it was absolute
wide
jail.
of an angle. He couldn't get past
yeah.
that 4.
That's a good situation where you might consider just taking the foul. In fact, you probably should consider just take the foul and tie something up.
Oh, yeah.
Put something, put 2 balls that are not next to each other, like he could have moved the 4 or the 6 ball, like just moved them an inch
Yeah,
closer
but
together.
the three's a little still tied up. I mean, maybe not so much now. Now he's got the 3-8 combo,
Yeah.
but it was still tied up where
Hmm.
he might have been okay.
Yeah. So interesting choice there. So LJ, he used some top, and he caromed the cue ball off of 2 balls to get it to roll. It almost acted like a rail there, the way that it rolled off of those 2 balls. All right. A 5-7 is not dead, so he's gonna have to either move that or get on the short side.
Behind it there.
So I think he's gonna
On our
get on the
side,
short
on our
side of this.
side. Wait,
I think he was trying to draw that.
now that 4 doesn't go.
This doesn't look like it goes anywhere.
So
So
he'll play it safe. Maybe
yep,
stay
either.
behind the 5 and the 7.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just hit a little thin on the left side.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. And throws his hands up like whatever because I'm not sure. I think he
Because he
wanted
wants to get
well
out.
he wanted it frozen on the 7 ball because now the one rail escape is there. Meaning he has kind of
he
a
can
high
go.
he has a much higher chance of hitting this now. Whereas if he were
Oh.
frozen on the 7 ball, he'd have to come up and
Right,
down the
behind
table.
both of them.
Yeah.
He'd have to go 2 rows or up
He-
up the
Yeah,
table.
he might still do it just because of how close he is to the 7 ball.
Right. It's hard to
Um,
escape it.
Yeah, and you can't really predict how the cue ball is going to react off every rail perfectly, you know. So
Because he has to put some right on it
yeah.
if he.
So
Right.
you see him, yep. So you see him doing that same measuring system he used before, just mirroring the distance, and he's looking from where his finger was through the cue ball, and now he sees that the angle is natural, it's there. However, when it's this close to the cue ball, it has a tendency to want to jump back out real quick, react
And hit
quicker.
the 7.
Yes.
Okay.
So he'll make an adjustment for that. He's just double checking because he wants to hit that specific spot on the cue ball
Interesting.
or on the object ball.
Interesting.
He's remeasuring, and I think he changed his point a little bit just because he wants to make sure he doesn't hit the 7, and he really wants to make this ball, not just hit it. Yeah, so you see how he aimed it he aimed exactly where he pointed. However, because it jolted out a little quicker, it came short on the kick. So he would have had to have hit that softer or with more spin to get it to stay on that line. But
Right.
good kick though,
And
legal hit.
and go more to make it.
And now he is
Right.
not
Pretty
sold
good
out
lead here,
a shot
right?
here. I was like, could go for a bank or play safe and leave him back behind that 5 and 7. That's what he was going for. He was going for like a 2-way there to just leave him back behind that 5 and 7 again.
And now he has kind of opened up that 5 ball.
Yeah. What do you think?
So-
You cut this in, Liza, or do you play safe again?
You
I know you're
one of the
offensive. We
things-
talked about
I
it.
know, I am offensive. One of the things Paul told me actually is if the safety is just as hard as the shot, then go for it. So, I don't know what he's thinking here. How hard is the safety here?
The safety's not really hard. You hit it about a half ball, and you split basically
yeah.
where the 4 ball. You put them on either side of the 9 ball
Right.
on the long rails.
Right.
But I think he wants to cut this in. Just with a high ball, it'll drift back and forth down the table.
Oh,
He
he
did
went
try
for
to
it.
cut it in, and he ended
went
up
for it.
overcutting it. Did he get any lead? He did not. He actually left them perfect.
Yeah.
Tap this with a high ball, come back across, and he hits the 9 a little. That's okay. He misses it. That's good.
I turned my mic up a little bit, but I might pick up a little bit of the music.
Nice base with a high ball. Back up to the middle of the table. This one, you got the choice here. Play it harder on the other side, and smooth lower draw, lower smooth. almost did it. I got the 8-ball in the finals at 9-ball, but
Yeah, for sure. Actually, Cece
oh yeah,
did it
that's right.
right. Is it right after the pandemic or right before the pandemic? One of the two. It was when we first started the league here. Oh, oh, can you hear us now, Larry? Okay. Well, I think Josh is kind of mumbled
Oh,
a
sorry. I just
little
don't
bit.
want to. I
Yeah,
don't want
he
to seem
doesn't.
like I'm talking too loud. That it seems
Right.
like coaching. Like they are sitting
Right.
pretty close.
Look at Larry said he was going to cut it, and he did. All right. I'm going to turn Josh up a tiny bit. Oh, Josh is up. I'll turn him up a little more.
Yeah, I thought about switching positions there for a second, just because he's not getting the right ones. You see how he lost the rack over there? He hit it hard enough that he got a good fortune, and he didn't scratch. So it's the type of break he's looking for there. Maybe not the cue ball reaction he wanted, but he was fortunate enough to not scratch, and he has a look at the little ball. 3.
Yeah.
This should be that prophesized breaking run that we're talking about.
Yes.
He can
Yes.
close out from here, honestly, if he hits that same break again.
You know, he's focused now. He's not going to make those silly mistakes he was making earlier. Can't hear Josh.
Same angle he has now. Oh, he came a little far over. Not sure if
Oh.
way over there. But
Since we
okay.
turned me up? Okay.
He's going to hit this with a high ball.
Hold on.
Right swing. Back around for the 8-ball. There you go. Stayed down well on it. Not. Still
I turned me down a little bit more.
draw this straight back up. There you go. High ball. There you go. Right spin, actually. Alright,
Alright.
first breaking run of the match. And now,
Well.
both of them, I think, have got
Yeah.
where they
You know, LJ could close it out here, but, you know,
We got
Paul's
his- we
just
got his
waiting
patch
for his
ready.
chance. He's waiting for his chance. Because it ain't over.
So LJ within striking distance of the championship here.
Uh-huh.
Vegas. Solid break. That's all he needs. Man, don't kid yourself.
I'm turning Josh up.
Okay.
So that you don't have to talk
Okay.
too much. Hold on. I'm turning you up again, all right?
How's that? Is that better? Looks better. Whatever.
Oh,
They don't
yeah.
need to hear me. They just need to watch. I'm talking to myself, really. So I think LJ might have a little more control on this one. I don't think he liked where that cue ball went. Nope. Wrong I was. He was going to break it exactly the same way. And you see the way that he crossed that rack, how it doesn't lend itself to getting the cue ball in the center of the table. So if he was in the center of the table, he'd have that circle drill again, that kind of simple thing that we talked about. But really, you see that more in 8-ball than you in 9-ball. 9-ball, you just got to move the cue ball. So LJ either needs to come with a bank shot. You can do it. This is one of my favorite bank shots to play. Hit it with high right,
Okay.
pound it into the side pocket, and the cue
And
ball
leave yourself
follows
for
it
the 3
over
in
there
the
for the
corner.
3-ball. Yeah.
Okay.
He might cut it as well, but looks like he's going for the shot I just called.
I like the bank, yeah.
Not sure.
I think he likes the bank.
Bank shot. Yeah, he's checking. That's what he just sidestepped and checked. He's checking the bank angle. I think he's doing it.
Looks like a bank.
Yeah, he's banking it with high right. Boom. Oh, that's it right there. That's the shot I was talking about.
Yep.
Like, it's a beautiful shot when it goes. And you see the cue ball, how it just traced after it. Great shot.
But
And
for
that
a
was a
shot
game-winning
like
shot. That was a match-winning
okay,
shot
it
right there.
was.
You
But
make
for a
it-
shot like that, you gotta put some right on it,
Yep.
right? Which is gonna put more angle on the ball, which means you gotta adjust for that, right?
Well, the right English should actually close the angle, but what happens is when you're hitting it that hard, the cue ball deflected which created more angle. So it kind of there's like three different factors working there that made him miss that ball.
Oh, you're right.
Not by
You're
not by a large angle. So
You're right. So that would have.
all right, good shot, Paul. Takes the early carom to
He
take the
wants
9
this
ball and
break
regain
here.
control of this match if he can. So now he just sees himself back to the break, and he wants to hit a break similar to his last one as well. Makes a ball, stays at the table. Like that's have the first initiative, and that's kind of we talked about LJ's his break kind of gave that away, where he was relying on, when you're hitting it that hard and crossing the rack, you're relying on luck too much. And in this case, as opposed to the last one, he didn't get it. So almost made a really great shot. He could have played safe there, but he wanted to go for the wins. That's why. That's what he was there for. He wanted to run it out to make sure he wins right now. And very aggressive option. Almost paid off. Would not be surprised if Paul responds with a break and run of his own here. There you go. And boom, that's exactly what I was talking about. The way that Paul juiced it up a little bit more, where okay, he did make 2 balls on the break, and he's got himself a look at the 2 ball in the side pocket. And I think that's the 8 ball hanging, and then the 5 ball, he just double checked it to make sure. So he's triple checking now to see if the 5 passes that 9 ball to take the combination, or if he's going to have to do some sort of carom or move it. First things first, business is to get that 2 ball down. It is, and so now he's going to.
Good look.
Oh yeah.
We got a pretty good look from where we're sitting.
It
definitely
does pass.
Go past the 9. Yep.
Yep, absolutely. He hit that a little hard, but he's going to catch the rail and stop. Good. So now he's going to make the 5-8, but he's got to roll this with some topspin to make sure he doesn't get trapped behind the 9. He's not he would love to be like a half ball roll higher on the table than where he is now. But basically, the combo goes. He's clearing some length.
Follow it a little, and what is he going to bump the 9?
He's going to well, he kind of has to too, being pressed to the rail now. But he's going to follow it off this 9 ball, bump it a little bit.
So he has clearance.
Yep. There you go. Oh, he does not get it down. And that, my friends, could be the show here, because he...
Maybe it didn't really go.
It did. It did. He put more on it to make sure that cue ball didn't get trapped.
Right. Right. So that he had a shot on that 5.
So LJ's net combination is really natural, where the cue ball is clearing the 9 ball on its own, just like that. Oh, and then There's his luck coming back to save him. He almost got trapped behind it, but he can see a piece of this 5 ball. He might still use the rail just to make sure he gets out for the 6 ball, but I think that's exactly what I would do here, is play this with some left spin off the rail, chip it, and then go to the other side of the 6. It's a pretty solid choice there. Yeah, if you could see it full in the face, you draw back, I think. But yeah, see, he's elevating, he's hitting some left spin. I think he's going to go to the other side of the 6. Oh gosh, he caught the points there, and his luck
nice.
Retains him the advantage, and so a couple tap-ins for LJ for the match here. I could be wrong. He might have to break for the match. Oh, okay. No, they just verified the score. Okay. I believe this is it.
He just needs this.
And I believe that is it. There we go. LJ will take on both the 8 and 9 ball regional finals. Yep. Good shooting to both of them. Couple safety issues and choices of shot that kind of led to some early runs that didn't need to end where they were. They're discussing it now amongst themselves. Like LJ definitely played stronger and deserves this win. So good shooting.
It's always a pleasure.
A pleasure. Nice shooting. So LJ with the back-to-back wins to go to Las Vegas. He's our first winner of the 9 ball spring singles regional. So he's got he won 8-ball yesterday.
When he slows it.
He did.
You want to do like shots and go? No, I'm gonna. Okay.
All right, we're gonna put another finals match on this streaming table.
Your luck didn't go without paying attention. Don't worry.
He might be short because he's got leprechaun.
All right, we're gonna be back. We're gonna probably put the Great Chair Finals on this table as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you in a minute.